Thank you very much for your help. And Ms. Harmani, again, you will introduce now, and Professor Noga.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now a pleasure for me to introduce to you Professor Noga Kronfeld-Schor. She is the chair of the Department of Zoology and the head of the Ecological and Evolutionary Physiology Laboratory at Tel Aviv University. Her research focuses on mechanisms and ecological significance of biological rhythms, both daily and annual, and on ecology on thermoregulations. Please.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Yossi, for inviting me. It is a great pleasure to welcome you all to Tel Aviv University for the second German-Israeli talks, climate talks. As we all know, the consumption of fossil fuels in the last few decades contributed much to the degradation of our environment. Climate change, global warming, depletion of ozone layer, and increase in air pollution are just a few of the problems from which our environment is suffering, and which are causing health problems as well as extinction of wild species. As a researcher studying biological rhythms, I would like to use my 2 minutes to draw your attention to a specific aspect of the effects of climate change. And this is the disruption of the predictive nature of day length or photoperiod, or the use of the predictive changes, or the use of the gradual changes in photoperiod as a predictor for environmental changes. Many species use the gradual change in photoperiod as a predictor in order to not only respond to the environmental changes, but also to predict them. For example, gaining weight or changing feathers before leaving to migration or entering hibernation, or starting reproductive activity well before the environmental changes are suitable for rearing young. The climate change, combined with the increased use of artificial lighting, which changes the photoperiod artificially, decreases the predictive strength of a photoperiod, resulting in a disruption of the ability of the animals to predict the environmental changes. The implications of this disruption are just beginning to reveal, but we already have strong evidence showing that they cause at least population decreases, if not species extinction. Many migratory birds time their migration based on photoperiod. The photoperiod enables them to predict the changes in the environmental conditions, not only in the origin of migration, but also in the destination site of migration. And disruption of such predictive ability is expected to have severe consequences. So I think that this field needs much more research, and we have to invest much more money and effort in order to understand the consequences of these changes, which will hopefully enable us to mitigate them. I am thankful for Yossi for organizing this meeting, and I wish you all, in the name of the Department of Zoology and Tel Aviv University, an interesting and useful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Noga Schor. I have to behave nice because she's my boss now, the head of the department.